Hello everyone and welcome again to Whiskey Wednesday. Today we get to try something really special, something I've wanted to try for ages, Redbreast 12 Cask Strength. Now, I've never owned this bottle and I've wanted to try it for so long, and especially review it for you guys, so Whisky Jar have lent us the bottle along with a small sample of it as well. Now, it's a pot still whiskey, it's an Irish whiskey, it's triple distilled as usual, but a pot still just means they use malted as well as unmalted barley, so it gives you a slightly thicker, creamier texture. Redbreast across the board is typically 40% alcohol. This is a 2016 release, as it says B1/16 by the side of it. I'm assuming that's 2016. And it's bottled at 57.2%. So if you do own this, let me know what you think about it. I love Redbreast. I've been wanting to try this for ages, so we'll just crack on with it and tell you what it's like. You don't get the alcohol at all on the nose, much like every kind of pot still Middleton produced Irish whiskey. This is just honey and heather, really soft and lovely. A little bits of apple, a little bit of kind of fresh pastry, kind of powdered sugar. Almonds, a little bit nutty, it's a little bit dry. That could be the alcohol kind of having a bit of influence. It's 30% sherry to 70% bourbon. And just as a fun little fact, it's called Redbreast because Robin Redbreast tend to not leave Ireland when it's winter, so the founder of the company kind of liked the idea and called it after that. So yeah, light, sort of dessert-like, a little bit drying on the nose as well. That could just be the intensity of the alcohol, but we'll crack on with the taste. You wouldn't believe that's 57.2% alcohol until you actually swallow it. It just covers your mouth like velvet. No alcohol burn whatsoever in the initial, when it's actually in your palate. Just thick, rich, really warm textures. Not a lot of flavour. It's kind of like the Johnny Walker Blue Label style. It's just very velvety and covers all your mouth. When you actually swallow it, then you get that heat. You get that robustness from the alcohol. Really cuts through. Let's give it another go. A little bit more flavour that time. Kind of like digestive biscuits and kind of ginger. Little kind of hints of spice kind of pull through. And even though you get the alcohol on the finish, it's not a punch, it's not like a real kind of brawl of alcohol. You expect it, because when you pour a glass of that, you know what it is, so you should always expect that kind of hit from that booze towards the end. So palatable, so welcoming, so lovely, as all Redbreast is, and most Middleton products as a whole. It's difficult to give something that's a batch release a consistent score, because each batch will always be different. But with this whiskey, I believe that, as a generalised rule, it can't ever be below an 8. From loving the Redbreast range from like my first years of drinking whiskey up until really appreciating things like the 21 and this now. Stunning range, great products, very well made, very consistently made as well. So in my mind it can't go below an 8, so we're going to stick with that. We're going to give it a solid 8 out of 10 for batch B1/16 of the Redbreast 12 Cask Strength. And again, thank you very much to the Whisky Jar for loaning us that sample. It will be enjoyed. So thank you all very much, guys. That is an 8 out of 10. That's Redbreast Cask Strength, and I will see you all again next week. Cheers.